Welcome back to State and Local Government and Politics, Module 6, Legislatures, Part 4, Lawmaking. Policymaking is accomplished through the introduction and passage of bills that eventually become law. The process usually begins with the introduction of bills in either house of the legislature. While bills must be introduced by a legislator, they usually have been crafted by a governor, an attorney general, a public agency, or an interest group. Once a legislator chooses to introduce the legislation, other representatives and senators can sign on as co-sponsors, increasing the chance that the bill will survive scrutiny in legislative committees. New bills are referred to policy committees in their chamber of origin. The committee chair decides whether to hold a hearing on the bill and whether to hold a committee vote on it. Bills are frequently amended in committee before they are voted out. If the vote in committee is favorable, the bill is forwarded to a rules committee that makes decisions on which bills are placed on the calendar of the chamber to be heard. Bills can be amended once more on the floor, and if passed, they are sent to the other chamber for its consideration. If the second chamber amends the bill and passes it, then members of both chambers go to a conference committee to determine if the differences between the two versions of the bill can be reconciled. If a compromise is achieved, the new bill is sent back to the floor of the Senate and the House for a final vote. If the conference committee bill is approved in both houses of the legislature, it is then sent to the governor where it will be signed into law, vetoed, or remain unsigned. If a bill is vetoed by the governor, it can return to the legislature for a possible veto override by a supermajority, usually 2/3 vote, in both chambers. If a governor neither signs nor vetoes a bill, it will become law in 2/3 of the states. In the remaining third of the states, inaction by the governor is referred to as a pocket veto, and the bill dies. Another way to pass a law is by legislative referral, action by the legislature and the governor that places the legislation on the ballot for voters to decide approval or disapproval. If you are watching this video, this chart shows the lawmaking process in most of the 50 U.S. states. In Part 5 of Module 6 on legislatures, we'll discuss balance of executive power.